It is 5:30 p.m. and I will call to order the January 14, 2021 special meeting of the MISD Board of Trustees. Our first agenda item is public comment, and we do not have anyone that has signed up to address us this evening. So we will go into closed session now at 5:30 p.m. in accordance with Government Code Section 551.071. Attorney consultation regarding legal issues related to employment of new superintendent, and 551.074, consider and discuss applicants for the superintendent position. Thank you very much. It's 7:10 p.m. We are emerging from closed session. We're now, the next agenda item is number 3, action arising from executive session. A, consider and take possible action to name finalists for the superintendent position.
Board President, I make a move that the board name Dr. Angelica Ramsey as a finalist for the superintendent position for Midland ISD.
Second. Motion by Mr. Marquez, second by Mr. Booker. Any discussion before the vote? All those in favor, please raise your right hand. John, your vote is?
Aye.
Aye. It is unanimous. Dr. Angelica Ramsey is named our lone finalist to become the next superintendent of MISD schools. Dr. Ramsey is currently the superintendent of schools at Pleasant Valley School District in Camarillo, California, a diverse district with a student enrollment of approximately 6,500 students, a position for which she has served since 2016. Under her leadership, her student scores, according to the state assessments in English and language arts and math, now consistently outperform the county and state. Prior to serving as superintendent for 4 years, she served as chief academic officer and the associate superintendent of the Santa Clara County Office of Education, serving approximately 276,000 students in some 31 school districts. During her tenure, her office received 4 state awards for their collaborative program in visual and performing arts, a comprehensive English learner professional development series, and their curriculum leadership council, as well as their STEAM program that helped increase 21st century learning. In becoming MISD superintendent, Dr. Ramsey will be returning to Texas, where she began her teaching career as teacher at a fine arts academy in the Socorro Independent School District in El Paso, which she served also as a school coordinator. At Socorro, she also served as assistant principal at Socorro High School, during which time the school obtained recognized status and then exemplary status under the state's then accountability ratings. Her success led her to be tapped to open and become the very first principal of Eastlake High School in the Socorro district. In her very first year, Eastlake students, which a student population consists of 73% economically disadvantaged and 23% English learners, became the only high school in that district to obtain recognized status. Under her leadership, Eastlake became the first high school in the entire region to offer Mandarin classes, implement blended learning, implement a one-to-one technology program, and be certified in both engineering and biomedical sciences with Project Lead the Way pathways. One of her current school board trustees remarked about Dr. Ramsey is that he indicated that 4 years ago, when they were looking for a superintendent to lead a district, which in his words was a mess of distrust and unrest, that during the interview, Dr. Ramsey appeared to be exactly what they were looking for. Fresh eyes, a keen intellect bordering on brilliance, and a very determined work ethic. He said, "We were not even slightly wrong in our estimation of her. She is righted our district through sheer willpower and an undying energy reminiscent of a fine fusion engine. I truly envy her ability to stay on point for a zillion hours every day. I've accused her more than once of wrinkling time so that her days are somehow 30 hours long. She learned our district through a multi-month listening tour, then went right to work. She is a data-driven, fierce, fair, and fearless administrator. She moved quickly to pick her own team, pushed aside dangling debris left over from previous administrations, and eliminated a 30-year tradition of, quote, because we've always done it that way, end quote, that was wasting very scarce resources. We also talked with the president of the Educators Association in that area, which you might call as a teachers union. This person, the president, said that relationships between their association and superintendents are often adversarial. And it would be highly unusual for a superintendent and a union president to enjoy a relationship collegial enough that one would be a reference for a superintendent. The fact that I am doing so speaks to Dr. Ramsey's professionalism, integrity, concern for the school sites, her staff, and her community. And if she is granted the job, I'll be very sorry to see her go. She told us that she met Dr. Ramsey several years ago and was instantly struck by how genuinely she cared about improving our district. She had inherited a difficult situation. Teacher morale was at an all-time low, and there were staffing problems at the district office. She committed herself to improving both issues, and she did so quickly and efficiently. She understands how vital each employee is in ensuring the education of students, and she was able to motivate all of us to work collaboratively for their benefit. From our first discussion, it was evident that she had a great working knowledge of all aspects that encompass the responsibilities of a superintendent. She does her homework, coming to meetings informed and prepared. She has taught me much over the years and is equally comfortable listening to others. She has ambitious ideas, and one of her great strengths is bringing together stakeholders to achieve a pleasant working environment for employees and attaining educational goals for students. Dr. Ramsey has integrity and a calm demeanor, which inspires trust in employees, students, and parents. The praise she has garnered in our district is unprecedented. Whether it be revisiting old practices, tweaking current policies, or exploring new ideas, her enthusiasm and willingness to look at situations honestly prove to be formulas for success. She is solution-oriented and is quick to identify the issue or problem and solve it. On behalf of the board, we could not be more excited to name Dr. Angelica Ramsey as our next superintendent, as our lone finalist. We are so grateful that she applied, and we're so excited about what the future holds as a result of her leadership. If there is nothing further from the board, it is now 7:18 p.m. and we are adjourned.